Welcome back
The
to
Necromantic Empire.
Season 3. I'm your ghost, Alina. Wait for applause. We left off with Hogan, Creeth, Cookie, and Gobletta. Leaving the conference room on the same day, they had their new spell component orientation as they watched themselves walk away. They were given orders to go to Muggy Salt Chunks by a rather rude fancy-dressed rat folk. Did blowing up the skiff and the delegates aboard do anything? Did they reset the world completely? What about Leroy? Let's find out. Pirate hats and swords are all the rage, and Cookie wants to look the part before heading out to Muggy Salt Chunks because a landlocked outlet center is going to have the best overpriced pirate gear around. Let's go shopping again. Let's meet the spell components.
I'm Cookie, I'm a horse. I'm the party's rogue, doing classic rogue things like stealing, stabbing people, and eating their corpses. I'm also a horse, did I mention that? I'm really good at being a horse. A normal, evil horse.
Well, hiya everybody. Hogan Savage here, your favorite Goblin King. Looks like this part of the adventure had really kicked off with a bang, didn't it? Well, I'm excited to just see how nice and easy everything is from now on for me and Creeth and Cookie and Gobletta and all the other NPCs here in the Necromantic Empire. I bet it's going to be fantastic. So how about you join us, huh? We got plenty of food and drinks and laughs all waiting.
Oof, it's Creeth again. I've grown up a lot, and now I'm not a puppy anymore. Hogan says I haven't been a puppy since I sat on him and collapsed his ribcage for the second time, but I feel like an adult dog now. I'm still a good boy, and I keep learning more and more tricks, like how to turn into a griffin and how to dig better holes. I even learned how to swim now. Maybe in this adventure, you and I could become best friends too. Yeah, woof!
Hey, episode troll Lieutenant Dan here. This show is a continuous story that the NPCs are attempting to stray from. So, if you are skipping episodes, there may be some details that are quite confusing. Management recommends you listen to the show in order so things don't get lost or out of context. But if you thrive on chaos, you do you. Yeah. If you're driving, have your imps set the scry to D&D. Thanks for summoning the show for your entertainment.
Disclaimer, we are adults and use adult language, which has ironically not matured. We will have and discuss adult situations. Whether this is offensive is all on you.
Welcome to the Necromantic Empire.
Ariola's vacation.
Does anybody want to try to recap from where we left off at the end of Season 2?
Hogan dropped a bomb right in the middle of a floating
That's like the
pavilion, we'll call it.
Sure, yeah.
A floating stadium, which was supposed to reset the timeline to 2 weeks prior, which we think it did because everybody came out of this blinding white flash of time energy.
Was it 2 weeks or 2 months?
It was something. I think it was 2 weeks, technically. If I'm remembering right, it was 2 weeks. Where Hogan now had a... I can't think of the term.
Catering.
Catering business, thank you. Via the never-ending cornucopia. Everybody else had T-shirts on, so I assumed that we were all working for the same catering business. And apparently me and Gobletta had gotten married at some point.
Yep.
But now we are also... We were told we have to jump onto like a pirate ship.
Well,
join a crew.
It's not a pirate ship because you're not pirates. You're actually working for the Navy version of the Necromantic Empire.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's where everything left off.
Anything you're missing? Details?
Probably lots, I'm sure.
I'm just going to say that again as a really big hint. Is there anything missing?
Ramen is missing because of the time thing.
No, Ramen was there.
Do what?
I believe Ramen was there.
Okay.
If she wasn't, well, we can backtrack that later.
We do know that Kubota was watching because he was there when we came out of the time bomb and then walked away. What about you, Kreeth? What do you have?
The book.
Consult the tome.
Oh, the sword is now no longer in my possession.
Mm-hmm. Kreeth has his balls back.
Kreeth has his balls back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll kind of round it up. So at the spell component orientation, as it ended, you think you saw yourselves leave, and gray matter came up with a brass robotic arm, was rather mad and upset, said some grumpy things, and then said, oh yeah, you're all assigned to go work for the Navy, and had to get down to Muggy Salt Chunks to report. That's where we're at.
Righty.
So you have the choice of leaving Ramen at home with your wife, and then at that point deciding how and when you're getting down to Muggy Salt Chunks. The best date you can figure it was your original day of orientation. So, and you do distinctively remember there was no catering service or snacks or food when you had your orientation. So you kind of feel ripped off. At least I would.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Man, these little crepes that fall out of this thing are great. There you go, have a handful.
Well, gang, if we're going to hop on a boat, maybe we should do some stuff first. We got adventure ahead of us.
We need pirate gear, like hats and oranges.
Well, I mean, this one's going to be like... We don't really need to get the oranges because we have this. Just kind of shake the cornucopia around wildly.
I jump on it and try to grab it as you're shaking it.
No, Great, no. We have that, but yeah, I do agree. We need some good naval gear. Even though I'm sure they'll probably have some.
So is this going to be a trip to Mercantile Cove?
Probably a trip to Mercantile Cove. Oh, wait. My money the same?
You've got about 50,000 gold.
Oh, shit. My money's the same.
Wow.
Actually, it's way better.
You all have about that much in your respective accounts.
Oh, dang.
This catering business apparently pays real well, gang.
Hogan's still taking care of my money.
I'm putting 100,000 down in the account for us. There we are. So yeah, I guess, wait. Oh, this timeline doesn't have salts yet, does it?
No.
It's going to be a long walk down to Mercantile Cove.
It's about a half-hour walk, honestly.
That's long. The salts did it in like minutes, even though you had to wait in line for 45 minutes to an hour.
Yep.
25 minutes for boarding. Fuck, never mind. Let's just walk.
Well, I'll bend down playfully.
You know, it helps if you're at the mic.
I'll bend down playfully. I was picking my teeth. Sorry.
You weren't when you were talking. You'd already finished picking your teeth.
Put my jigglers back in my pocket. Bend down. Beckon for a ride.
Yeah, I can't say no, bud.
And take off running.
Okay, so the three of you are heading to Mercantile Cove. Abigail, if you would roll a 20-sider, just tell me what you get.
Oh, that's
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, shit.
You find the fastest, smoothest way to get to Mercantile Cove. And not only that, you find a 20 gold piece sitting on the ground.
Wow.
And you gracefully pick it up without even stopping. There we go.
What a way to
That's
start
cool.
the season.
Yep.
I know, the first roll was a nat 20. That's awesome. So.
Only can go down from here.
If that's our best, I can't handle the rest.
Okay, so to make that quick, you get to Mercantile Cove. Which store do you want to go to first?
Which one looks the most piratey?
Duck and Weave. The Duck and Weave store, yes.
Wow.
It is filled with a plethora of clothes and garbs and items and decorative stuff and accessories. And right next door is a stylist, medi-pedi place.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm going to go to Jerry Stabbins because I want to try something.
Okay. Shall we go to Jerry Stabbings first then?
Fine.
Well, maybe I can just try it from here. Hang on. Come on, sword. Come on. Come back to Daddy.
Nothing happens.
God damn it, it's not attuned to me. Right, okay.
So, clothes?
All right.
Yeah, clothes.
Okay, you go to clothes. You walk into what looks like a small shack with an all-glass front building with various mannequins that seem to morph into different creatures showing different styles and stuff. You step in and there's a doo-doo as you walk in. The smell of new and used clothes just fill your nostrils.
Wow.
Oh, fresh polyester and mothballs.
Are you going to sort through this yourself, or do you want to try to find some help?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to follow the scent of sea breeze and rotting fish to see if there's pirate clothes on the other end of that smell.
The unmistakable salty stank wafts your way and leads you to the furthest corner. And as you're heading that way, you feel like this building is a lot deeper than it looked like. It's a lot bigger and roomier than it looked like from the outside.
This is a suspicious building. I like it. So when I get back to that back corner, what kind of clothes am I looking at?
Well, there's a variety. It starts with what looks like some various tabards or dresses or gowns with various ornaments on them. Some look like little beetles, and some look like squiggly lines. If you look a little bit over the side, and there's some that they have different tunics and what almost look more like skirts and sandals accessories. You look a little further into that, you see people wearing basically more woolen sort of gear, sheepskin, stuff like that. You go a little further, it starts getting fancier, and then you find some stuff that starts getting into like accessories out the wazoo. One model looks like it's wearing what looks like a marching band outfit, but it's kind of torn with sashes and stuff, and belt buckles that are about the size of your head, weird little accoutrements, dangly things hanging on from it. And you look a little further, and then it's just some, flip-flops, thongs, and shorts.
Huh. So, no pirate hats and feathers?
Yes, there's plenty. What sort of feather are you looking for? Do you want a parakeet
big
feather?
One.
So you want like an ostrich plume sticking out?
Yes.
Okay. You easily find one, but the color of the hat is mauve. Is that acceptable?
No. I want to look at a different one.
What color are you looking for?
Like literally any color except a variation of pink and purple.
Anything but a variation of pink and purple. Okay. So you come up to one that's kind of an earthen brown.
Perfect, I'll take it.
Okay, there you go. But you got to switch the feather out because it doesn't have the big, nice ostrich feather in it. It's got a little like hummingbird feather, which is really small. So you look left and right, nobody sees you do it, and you swap it out. Next thing you know, you got a nice earthen brown, floppy pirate hat with a huge feather sticking out of it.
Oh, hell yeah. Can I swap another feather from the other hats that are just sitting there?
Roll perception.
Okay, 22.
Nobody's paying attention to you at all. As a matter of fact, the one worker in here looks like a little gnome who's hunched over using a walker to go around, and you can barely hear the squeaky voice of somebody saying, "May I help you?" But they're not talking to you; they're talking to somebody else. You know you're out of harm's way, and that there's no security cameras around. There's no imps staring at you.
Perfect. I get the second biggest feather out of the hats, and I put it in my hat.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Either of you going to look for anything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You first, Creeth.
I'm looking for a toga type thing with just like a neck hole and a big sheet.
A toga type thing with a neck thing?
Like a big poncho?
Yeah. Yeah. Dog size, horse size poncho. Very large.
I'll let you take over on that. You can help Creeth on this one.
Coming up to you is a rather befrilled snake person, a lamia, if you will, who just kind of slithers up like, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Woof.
Try that again.
Woof, woof, woof.
So what I'm picking up is that you want something with a lot of panache. Yes. What color are you looking for?
And I'll go nose towards like one of the bluish ones.
Oh, the azure type. Yes. Let's check that out. And just slithers on over. You don't know what gender this being is, just that it gets you. and just like holds up what it looks like kind of like curtains, nice and velvety, flowing, maybe an armhole. But there's definitely a neck hole. Pockets, you'll have to dig a little deeper. Is this what you're looking for? Oh, no. Can't have that. Throws it over the shoulder. Let's try again. What was so wrong with that?
What hit me?
Throw up.
And I hold up one paw like it's hurt.
Oh. That is cause for pause. One moment. And just kind of slithers between the various racks. It has gone for about 2 minutes.
I'll kind of nose along behind you just a little bit.
Okay. When you find where they've stopped and are looking at just like a large like wall that kind of goes up at least 3 tiers of just, you're colorblind, but lots of shades of gray.
Yeah.
And just from really light grays down to just abyssal gray. And she goes, show me on this wall what speaks to you, beast.
And I'll stand up as tall as I can to like the top rack, and then I'll nose one of like the red ones.
Ah, like the sweet sky, yes? Ah, yes. And just takes down a big bolt of fabric and goes, give me just a moment, sweetie. I'll be right back.
Give you a couple kisses.
Oh, stop. Don't. And then, yeah, you hear just a quick sound of just like almost like machine gun fire, like staccato bolting, and just comes back holding up just like this, almost like a parachute. But like all the stitching is beautiful and immaculate. Just like, is this what you're thinking of? Fantastic. Are you going to pay today, or would you like it on layaway? I didn't catch that. Okay. And just looks over at you, Hogan, like...
We both look at you expectantly.
We'll pay today. Yeah, we'll pay today.
Pay today? Do you want anything?
Yeah, I'm kind of like torn between wanting to have like... I don't know. Walk me through the process of putting together a look.
Oh, the process. Oh, do we have time for the process? One moment. And just like kind of looks around and goes, come this way. And just kind of moves roughly 3 feet, but just wants to make a big scene out of it. He goes, all right. And just like immediately whips out tape measures and just like kind of invasive in your space, like armpit, crotch, butt crack, neck, tight on the neck, loose on the neck, tight again, arm again. And just goes, okay, so if we're going to go through this process, give me a theme, give me something, some essence of what you want.
A civilian sailor on a military vessel.
So what I'm picking up is that you want to feel out of place.
See, good for doing like adventure work as well occasionally. Thinking maybe like less lace, maybe like a little bit of leather.
I see. And just real quick, how important is the color?
I'd say maybe like an earthy, maybe like a nice. You know, honestly, I'll go with your opinion on this.
Well, my opinion is grand and varied, as is all the earth around us. Do you want more of a verdant tone, or something a little more chartreuse? Or are you thinking like a deep umber?
Ooh, deep umber sounds lovely.
Ah, yes. So you want to evoke just the deep chasm of the abyssal sea rising up.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Okay. One moment. And slithers away and comes back with a 3-piece, like, accoutrement, heavy, just, like, frills and collars and buckles and cargo pants. Just like the top, very, very impractical, but very showy. The bottom, dangerously practical, but all of it ranging from what is essentially deep hewn earth after like a freshly fertilized farm, and a blue so dark it almost looks black.
Ooh. That's amazing.
Is this to your liking?
This is beautiful.
Awesome. Fantastic. That makes me so pleased. Is it just the two of you, or is there more?
There was just the two of us and our horse friend.
The horse! I saw a horse in here, and I was like, what's a horse doing in here? And then I saw them go for the hats, and I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Cookie does love hats.
I do love hats.
Hello, darling. Did you find a hat to your liking?
Yeah, look, and I put it on my head, and I do a little head jiggle so that like the feather kind of flows back and forth a little bit.
Their face visibly kind of like, I would say, you can see joy leave their face. Because they're like, I'm sorry, that feather does not go with that hat.
Respectfully, I don't give a shit.
I can't argue with the vibes, dear. Carry on. Is there anything else you were looking for?
Oh, someone needs an eye patch.
Someone needs an eye patch.
Who wants to wear an eye patch? I have a hat already.
Just looks over at the two of you. Just, woof. You. Now, just real quick, darling. I don't want to seem degrading, but when you cover up an eye, you typically look cooler, but that coolness is immediately destroyed when you walk into a wall. How is your depth perception?
I will do 2 circles and walk straight into a wall and demonstrate that I am okay. That the pain does not hurt me.
So I see it doesn't matter.
Plus, you can wear the eye patch, but have the patch flipped up so you can see. Problem solved.
How deliciously gauche.
It's like baseball cap shade for one eye. Awesome. Okay, get it.
Well, you live your truth, baby.
Well, if you
Is
get
that
a second
all,
one,
or?
If you get a second one, then you can have 2 of them, and then it's like a regular baseball cap kind of coverage of shade, but it's eye patches because we're pirates now.
Whoa.
No. No, you're never walking out of here with 2 eye patches on the same face. Think of what that would do for my reputation.
We could just tell them that your coworker did it.
You, sir, with the, earth tones in the sea. I didn't catch your name.
Hogan?
Hogan, darling. Are those the shoes you're going out to sea in?
You're wearing shoes?
I would prefer not to. Yeah, normally I don't have shoes. I don't know where these came from.
Those dang sneaky sneakers came on again. Let's get those off. I'll put them back in their cage. Back in the cage. They're fantastic. They help with your jump height, but they're very, very loud on certain floorings. Yeah, don't help with stealth. It's ironic, but God, they just can't get enough action. So is that all for you? Are we ready to check out?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, that was very quick. You all are very excited. That fills my heart with glee.
I just don't want to get this more expensive.
Okay, so, and just like whips out an abacus in their hand. They're just flicking the beads back and forth with their tails. Like, yes, so custom tailoring, color batching, hat customization. That all comes out to 14,537 gold pieces.
Wow, that's way cheaper than I was actually expecting. Okay, yeah, we got you. 14,000 for all of us together?
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
I will make a note of that. Thank you so much, Hogan. You're a doll.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give you some more kisses.
When I said stop, I meant it.
I'll bashfully just kind of do one of those.
Yeah,
things.
you look fantastic in your beautiful flowing cloak. I hope the sea wind catches it and you feel majestic and also useful as it tells you which way the wind is blowing.
Wow, that
I need
is
to sew a new
useful.
eye patch.
Ooh.
Yes, you do.
It's just, I love it. I just look at you fulfilling your purpose and looking good doing it. Go on, go and slay, dears. Go. Would you like a receipt?
Oh, yeah, please.
Oh, here's your receipt. And he just like quickly scribbles out, 14,537 gold to a Hogan for custom and like all the things itemized.
I immediately eat the receipt.
Well, we tried. That's what's important.
I can send it to you digitally, dear. Give me your scry.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Just takes their scry, your scry, just makes him kiss and just gives it back. Boing. And the imp pops up and is like, here's your total.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate that.
You got it.
Malware?
No.
No, they fired Mal. Mal's not in there anymore.
Oh, man.
Yep, that's right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mal sent too many pop-ups to Nigel's scry one time.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That's why you're on Mal 37. With his friend Troj.
They got him.
Wonder what happened to Tor. Tor was a good one. Anyway.
Troj is a good one.
Troj, yeah.
And if you look back, the lady is already busy with another client telling them effusively how great the color yellow is for their eyes.
Well, we've got the attire. Now we do need weapons. So I suppose we should probably go to Jerry Stabbins, because I don't think I can actually get the sword.
Right. Pirate sword!
Emotional kobold here. No, down here. Lower. Dates eat. Hi, I'm Jorge. I'm here to play promotional spot for another D&D podcast. We here at
the Necromantic Empire.
Enjoy. So, if you have enjoyed this show, please check out the following podcast.
Check out Roll for Stupid, a not-so-serious D&D podcast, which sees a bunch of Aussie mates with varying levels of charisma attempt to play some Dungeons & Dragons. Here's a little taste of the highs and lows, laughter and cringe-worthy moments that make for an unforgettable adventure. And if you like what you hear, search for Roll for Stupid wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Why don't you want to stay from the back right now?
It's giving me real bomb vibes.
Snail races.
Snail racing.
Yeah, snail races.
Snails. I'd like to go see the garden.
Kill them all!
I'm like, yeah.
All right, you make your way to Jerry Stabbins, and it doesn't look a day different. That vase you broke is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's in its place.
Yep.
You walk up to the counter, and you get greeted by...
Hey, they call me Wound. My name's actually Dwayne, but here when I'm on the clock, they call me Wound.
Is it because you're wounded?
No, it's just metal.
So you do the wounding?
Yeah, that's the implication.
Physically or emotionally?
Yeah, usually physically, but I mean, I've known to break a heart or two.
Metal.
Ah, you devil, you.
Oh, stop. What can I help you guys out with today here at Jerry Stabbins?
Pirate sword.
Pirate sword? Oh, my sweet equine companion, there are so many different types of pirate swords.
I want a big, cool-looking one. That would look so cool if you stab and slash with it, because if I remember correctly, I think that they slash as well as stab, right?
I love to deliver the news, but so do most of them! And they all look cool doing it! You'll have to be more specific!
Well, dang, I guess you're right.
Can we look through the cutlasses and rapiers?
Those are the words for two of them. Go on, take a look.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Hogan, as you're walking away, you glimpse a green sword with the tip cut off, hanging on the wall.
Wait, like the tip is missing? Like still missing?
Like still missing, yes. And it's green, and it's flaming.
Hey, real quick. How much is this sword?
That one?
Yeah, the broken one?
The broken? No, that's a feature. If you buy it now, it is 20,000 gold.
Done.
Done? Oh, wow. Usually people, step back, but...
Nope, done.
Wait, you're that caterer, aren't you?
Yep.
I immediately run out the door like I'm caught.
Oh, I love your spinach puffs.
Oh, please, have some. Just kind of like dump them out a little bit on the thing. Grab my sword.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. And just hides him behind the counter because he's not allowed to eat on the clock.
Right. Well, I got
Did you still want to look at the rapiers, cutlasses, and other pirate accoutrements?
Absolutely. I still need a second sword.
I will hold this behind the counter until you're ready.
I'll just keep it on me, bud. It's going to stay there anyway, right, sword?
No response.
Are you for fucking real? It's not talking.
Yeah, we don't... It's a sword.
Maybe you need to attune to it first.
I probably got to do something. It's probably been fucked with. Oh, well.
In the meantime, per company policy, I will hold that behind the counter.
Oh, company policy. Yep, okay. Good enough.
Thank you. And just puts it behind the counter. Carry on.
Well, Cookie, anything you see?
I rifle through the cutlasses, and I try to find, like, the biggest, fattest cutlass that there is in the store. But just, like, super wide.
You find a cutlass that is essentially an aircraft wing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's literally like hanging from the ceiling. It is like 10 feet tall. And at its widest point along the curve is like 3 feet. It is 4 inches thick. And it's got a wonderful sheen. And it's almost as if no one can pick it up or carry it. Like no one's touched it.
Hogan, can I have that one?
That one you might have to pay for on your own. How much is that?
Oh, the ogre chopper?
Yeah.
That thing is at least 30. I actually haven't checked the price in a while. It's not very popular.
Oh, maybe you'd take a little discount for it.
That depends. Can your horse pass the test?
Oh, I don't know. Cookie? Are you up for a test?
We don't sell swords to people who can't carry them.
Oh, shit.
I'll do the test.
I think Cookie's got this, honestly.
All right. So, Wound guides you gently over to what is essentially a dumbbell hanging out of the wall. It's attached to a lever, and at the very bottom it says, "Eeny peeny, oh so squeeny," and at the very top it says, "Good fucking lord." And so, depending on, like, there's variant gradients up the line. And so, depending on how high you can lift it, that determines what kind of sword you can buy.
Okay.
All right, you gonna go for it?
Yes.
How are you going to move this?
I'm going to use my my questionable short-range levitation field, aka my hands that don't exist.
Okay. Now, we're gonna need a strength check.
Okay. Let's go!
Let's fucking go!
Do it!
Test! And like all the staff members in the store start chanting test. And then like some of the other store members look over and they start chanting test.
I got a 9.
It puts you at... I'd call you for a move.
Oh, man. Does this mean
Unfortunately, you do not qualify for the ogre chopper.
Can we get a second try?
For 10 gold pieces, yes.
Oh, 10 gold?
Yep.
Shit, I got that covered, Cookie. Here you go.
Yay!
Test.
I got an 11!
That puts you at, you get to hold Grandma's chili in the car.
Wow. If I get to hold Grandma's chili, is that not enough for the ogre smasher?
No,
it is pretty
you
hot.
get to the very big bits at the top.
Shit balls.
Very.
Try kicking it.
No.
Oh, it's gotta be the hands. Okay.
They take that out of my pay, and I can't pay in those sweet spinach puffs.
Okay.
You get to take from this, sweet horse, and it just goes right in the middle of the rack. The ones that are roughly average scimitar size.
Okay.
For like average people. But because you rolled an 11, you get to buy 2 of them.
I love 2 things at once.
Yeah. They say 1 sword, pretty good. 2 swords, even better. But you didn't roll high enough for 3, so...
Oh, man.
Yeah, okay. You want those 2 swords?
I'll have to do the test when you're done
what's
picking
the-
out yours, because I usually have 2 swords as well.
What was your question?
What's the attack bonus on him? Also,
I do not know. That is not my particular area of expertise. John, help, please, John.
You'll have to ask my manager that question.
Yeah. Dad?
Yes, son. How's the store going?
It's going smoothly.
Good.
Now, unfortunately, I do not know the attack bonuses on these scimitars.
Oh, which one is the little doggy buying?
The 2 extremely average ones.
All right. Well, that one comes in 5 different models. One with a -2. One that doesn't do anything. One with that's a +1. One with a +2. And one with a +2 that also gives you 1 health for every successful hit.
Interesting.
Why would the doggy want that? Good doggy.
And I start giving grubs.
Doggy loves Jerry, yeah.
Those are your options.
Okay.
How does the doggy does doggy put it in his mouth? Oh, good doggy.
Dad, it's not for the dog, it's for the horse.
There's a horse in here?
Yeah, little to your...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the bigger dog.
Those eyes, they hurt.
Yeah, I know. We'll get you back in your room here in a moment. Thank you for coming out, Dad. Do you want the same thing for dinner tonight?
Yes.
All right.
I like my food soft. Make sure you run it through the blender for 5 minutes and 31 seconds, and then wait 30 seconds before you pour it out.
Hey, Dad, do you still like spinach?
Yes. I dated her in high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any more questions?
Yes.
Not you, Dad. Not you, Dad. To the horse.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. What's your question, Dad?
I'll go to the back. Yeah.
No, what's your question, Dad?
What? I had a question.
All right. A good question, Dad.
Oh, thank you.
All right. And Wound starts moving him gently, just kind of corralling him to the back office.
Okay, yeah. I was just closing my eyes. I'm okay.
You can do that back there. All right, thanks, Dad.
Gloria.
Gloria died 5 years ago.
Oh.
I told you that yesterday, Dad.
Okay.
This got very depressing. Yeah, turns out Jerry Stabbins, they also kill the mood. Emotional damage.
Wow, this is the emotional damage I was asking you about.
Yep.
It's really effective.
We offer samples. Now please buy a thing. I cannot keep this voice up.
Okay, I want these 2 swords.
Awesome,
wait.
thank you. I will
didn't-
keep them behind the counter.
I'll just do the regular +1, not the +1 with the weird thing.
Not the +2 with the health bonus?
Well, how much is it?
Good question. I would say those 2, given the usual kind of cost inflation, are about 5,000 each.
For the +2 plus the thingamabob? The healing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take them both.
Beautiful. I love to see a deal in action. Not only do we cut down your foes, we cut down the prices.
Heck yeah.
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 And how about you, dog? What do you want, dog?
I just shrug my shoulders.
Okay. We will fight a night for the dog. Hey, it's okay to give the knife a dog right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, and do you want any other things?
do you have
Side
any-
stabs, slashes, pokes.
Do you have anything that's like a big morning star? Like a nice...
Yeah, we do.
Like some bludgeoning and piercing. I've got stabbing and slashing down.
Yeah, we've got your good old-fashioned, I call it the Dawn Star. Only because it's like the Morning Star, but more metal. The blunt is fantastic for skeletons, and the pokey bits cause bleed, which is good for everything else.
Yeah, does that come with any enchantments on it, or are there any other styles?
No, the bleed is pretty good on its own.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Fantastic. I will keep it behind the counter. All right, little dog, what do you, what kind of knife do you want?
Something kind of 8 inches long.
That's a big knife.
He's a big dog.
That's a big dog for a big knife. All right. And just like, kind of like goes behind the counter, and you hear like 2 latches like latch up, and like, and opens up a case, and you can see like a faint light coming from it. And he pulls out what is arguably the largest dagger you have ever seen. It looks like if Rambo's dagger took illegal drugs.
Sorry, I don't know what a Rambo is.
Imagine a big man with a big knife, and then imagine if that knife did performance-enhancing drugs.
Like Crocodile Dundee, maybe?
Yeah, equivalent,
Hey, okay.
but like less Australian.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Once
I'm
again,
glad that
for
your
the-
reference pool does exist. It's just very
Shallow.
outdated.
It is
Yeah.
shallow.
Kiddie pool.
Yeah. So you see what is essentially a large, the bowiest of knives. Is this good for you?
I hold up one paw and kind of measure it and try to grab it. And
no thumbs?
Yeah.
What if we tape it to your head?
I mean, we could tape it to your face. That's fine.
You don't
The
need
eye
tape.
patch.
We have specific harnesses for dog knife heads.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, we'll get you some knife hand harnesses.
Woo, narwhal.
No, not hands. Head. You're going to look like a unicorn of violence. And unicorns are already violent.
Narwhal.
I love this.
Yes. The gnarliest of narwhals. Let's fucking go.
Good enough.
And just you see him go back and like grabs like an awl and some leather strips and kind of goes up to your head and just kind of like vaguely measures and cuts it precisely and puts like the punches and the what are those called? Rivets through, and it's like, try this on.
Yep. Okay, hold still. This side here, buckle there. Okay, make sure fit 2 fingers. Yep, that fits. Okay, go around the back.
I shake it just gently to see if it's sturdy or if it wobbles or anything.
Does it?
Feels nice and sturdy.
This being Jerry
Beautiful.
Stabbins, this is high quality. He got it on the first. It fits perfectly. The 2 fingers is there too. It's comfortable. Doesn't shake loose. You shake it really hard. The blade doesn't wobble, so it's not going to slap you in the face by accident. It's nice and secure.
Embarrassingly, sometimes knives fall down onto the snout. We stopped doing that model. We figured it out. Back straps.
Impressed.
Good fit.
It
I shall
looks-
put it behind the counter.
Yeah.
Are there any other purchases you would like to make?
I think I'm great. How about you guys?
I will jump behind the counter so it doesn't have to be undone. Just wait there.
Okay. All right. It's a little cramped.
Yeah, sorry, he's
Make as much room as I can for you.
there you go, scoot. Yeah, let's scoot.
Are you ready to check out?
Yep.
Would you like a protection plan for any of these?
No, I
2-year extended
huge
warranty.
damage. I don't want to protect these. I want to use them to unprotect other people.
Good answer. I like your horse. All right, so it comes together, and you just see him like gently kind of tapping numbers into his scry, just trying to figure out, like, just chicken pecking the calculator.
Oh, come on. You can type faster than that. When are you going to learn? You've only been doing this job for 15 years.
Look, sometimes you guys put it upside down, and then I have to like pick up the phone, and the phone's the other way around. Like, it's not my fault.
Well, stop putting his face down. Just put his face up.
Oh, you missed the button.
Then
And don't
flips
forget
it
the
over. Like,
decimal.
oh, that makes much more sense. Okay.
Don't forget the decimal.
Okay.
Get the decimal. Get the
Like
decimal.
the decimal. It
Accidentally
puts 2
cleared-
decimal places in.
Accidentally cleared the entire input. Start all over.
C and 3 look dangerously similar.
Because they're both numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took some math. Okay, so altogether, this looks to be 2, 6.
That's a 5.
5. 5. 1. 5. 25515.
25515. Yeah.
Point. 0 0. Oh, sorry. 0.
Okay, I'm gonna pay for my swords myself. So that was 10,000 for those, right?
Yes, it was.
So your stuff, you guys' stuff was 15.
Yep.
515. Cool.
Coolio. That leaves us with 1, 5, 2, 5, 5. Point 0 0.
Yep, and here you go.
Thank you. Do you pay with like coin or with scry?
We can just
Everything
tap,
you have is scry.
Yeah, we'll just tap scry.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to barf a bunch of coins onto the counter.
We gotta do it metal. The transaction is complete.
Thanks.
Here, hang on. Is this one yours?
Let me see. Yeah, this one's mine.
Okay. Thank you.
It's got my wife on the background? That's weird. I'm still getting used to that.
Hang on. I think I have your wife.
Is it like a half-elf painted green?
No. Oh, this is my wife. Oh, sorry. All right. That's going to be awkward later. All right. The imps like to tattle. Hang on one moment. Enjoy your pirating.
We will.
Good.
All right. As you're exiting Jerry Stabbins, Hogan and Cree, for some reason, are ahead of you, Abigail. As you step out, you hear a familiar voice.
Cookie, is that really you?
I whip my head around.
There's your father, poking his head just outside the alley.
I know you're embarrassed to be around us, but can I at least say hello to my daughter, face to face?
I rear up like a horse and go, then run the opposite direction as fast as I can.
And you hear,
"No, Cookie!"
Hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Necromantic Empire TM. Our cast is Alex Fort as Nigel Gambatar, Ford Vacker, and more. Jeremiah Freeman as Creeth, Rapunzel the Lettuce as Cookie, Sam Sturgeon as Hogan Savage, Ian Winningham as Maul Gillicuddy, Kay Winningham as Onyxia the 18th. Our district manager is John Simon. Additional voices by Kate Maxwell and Rachel Kearns. Music by Socially Awkward. In 400 feet, take a left turn onto Misery Drive. Find them on SoundCloud by searching Socially Awkward. Mid-2000s experimental musician Chicago Bulls Hat. He can be found at a WSN podcast on Twitter. You can reach us at necromanticempire@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you would like to help support the show, check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/Time of Your Half-Life. Artwork by Joshua Allen. Find more of his work on Instagram at Faceless Cow. This is a Radioactive Shack production. Thanks for listening.
This'll probably all be cut. Doodly-doo-doo-doo.
Just like, hey, sometime in July, just set your clocks back a half hour, and we never touch them again.
That would be the most annoying option.
Why can't we set them forward a half an hour?
Because we already spring forward.
Yeah, but we just go to the different time zone. We'll be Indiana's time zone, and it'll be further forward than New York.
By 30 seconds.
all right.
By 30 minutes.
No, seconds.
No.
I want there to be a time zone for every second, so we know exactly when we're 1 hour away. What time zone are you in?
That's just called
35.
the world without time zones. That's just going off the sun.
Actually, the clock is more of a gradient. It goes by all your individual longitude. It calculates based on an atomic clock style, where it's like, hey, you precisely are at this time. Someone who's 5 miles west is at the little bit of a different time. It's a few seconds.
You no longer judge distance based on miles, and you judge it based on time.
You do that already.
Based
As
off
long
of
as it's not metric,
seconds
we're
and
fine.
minutes. And
Yeah.
I refuse to do anything but metric.
Okay. What's the temperature outside right now? In Celsius?
About 3 cats.
Okay. That's fair.
I believe it's technically like 24 degrees Celsius.
No, that's way too hot. Here it's
No, that's cold. 23, that's a low number. That's cold. That's too cold. It needs to be
Room
100.
temperature is about 21 Celsius.
Yeah.
It's like 70 something out here. So I don't know what you're
Using
talking
a
about.
metric
It
system,
feels
people.
like 17,
You guys
16
French or
degrees
something using metric?
here.
Is it really in the 50s?
60.
It's almost.
Quick, I have a fucking solution to this, and it's called consulting the internet.
No, don't.
The internet?
How could you?
It's currently 68 degrees outside.
Yeah, I'm staring. The temperature is actually on the bottom corner of the monitor.
Oh, there you go.
It says 20 degrees C. We'll just split the fucking difference.
Deal. Sounds good.
Fine.
Yeah. I deal in Celsius exclusively as much as I can.
So how much did that cost in Celsius? How
Three
tall are you in Celsius?
3 cats.
That's not Celsius.
4 stone.
It works for some people.
No, you said you deal with Celsius exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to know what everything is in Celsius. What is the volume weight of this in Celsius?
Celsius.
See,
Wait.
Celsius.
I think that's 3 containers of the Celsius water additive.
There we go. It's negative Newton.
The Pepsi drink Celsius.
Yeah, exactly. So somehow this podcast is going to get dumber than what we're doing right now. So
it might.
That's the goal.
Okay, so
I've been dealing with corporate and insurance BS for the last hour and a half.
So
That's
this will
why
be a
I'm
step
late.
up from you.
Yes, please. Thanks.
Oh God.